Now, President Uhuru Kenyatta has once again pushed for support for the BBI, this time in his Mount Kenya backyard, insisting the region, just like most parts of the country, stood to gain from additional funds and enhanced development. And speaking in his native Kikuyu language, President Kenyatta reiterated his stand on not having a preferred presidential candidate for 2022, but at the same time hitting out at his deputy William Ruto, asking him not to mix the push for BBI with 2022 politics. Our NTV's senior political affairs reporter Kennedy Mureithi is now joining us in studio to dissect the president's speech and give us the highlights, which, if Kennedy, I understand the president said he has no agreement with any political leader.
Well, yes, that is a statement that the president has actually made this morning when he had a cross-cutting interview with a majority of the radio stations in Kikuyu. And when he said that particular statement, the president was of the view that this time round, the only agreement that he has is with the people of Kenya. President Uhuru Kenyatta has actually been, there are those people from his Mount Kenya backyard who have been pushing him to actually go ahead and have his deputy president William Ruto as his preferred presidential candidate ahead of 2022. But this time round, President Uhuru Kenyatta has been very categorical that he will only answer to Kenyans who gave him a mandate in 2013 and again also in 2017. This time around, remember, Zainab, there are those politicians from Mount Kenya who have been going around with Deputy President William Ruto, and they have been very categorical on this matter, saying that President Uhuru Kenyatta in their formative years said that wacha nimalize yangu 10 na huyu pia amalize yake 10. But this time round, coming to his Mount Kenya backyard and even going ahead to say that he has an agreement with them, then it also turns out to be a big story, because Zainab, President Uhuru Kenyatta, as I was listening to that clip, was saying that I want, when I come back home, you will ask me that we sent you to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things. And in this interview, he was very candid enough to mention some of the things that have been mentioned every now and then in the mountain region. That is majani chai, that is coffee, and also coffee and kahawa. And he has been very categorical that when I come back, I want you people to when you'll be asking me questions, did you do this? Then you'll be able to answer to those questions. With regards to the BBI, President Uhuru Kenyatta has been very categorical, Zainab. And as he started his speech, remember, there has been a little bit of resistance from Mount Kenya, even up and including the majority whip of the Senate, that is Irungu Kangata, who said that I have done my own survey, though admitting that it was not scientific, and if the BBI were to be brought to Mount Kenya right now, then it would fail. Probably this is what President Uhuru Kenyatta was answering to. Probably his handler said that it is time that you now went out yourself and spoke to the people, because in this interview, it was taken most of the Kikuyu radio stations, and each of these reporters from these media houses was being given a question to ask. So it is cross-cutting in the sense that President Uhuru Kenyatta was even saying that when myself and Raila Amolo Odinga came together, it was not about 2022, and there is no agreement between myself and him about who will succeed me in 2022. It was all about bringing the country together, and that is where we are focusing our energies on. Then there is the question of CDF and the additional constituencies. President Uhuru Kenyatta has been very categorical, and in this interview, he said that it is actually his idea to add the more constituencies. In advancing his agenda, President Uhuru Kenyatta was saying that he is of the view that money should follow people and not the other way around. Remember the Senate debate on revenue allocation. There were those of the opinion that everybody should get the monies as equal, or those regions that have big land should get that, and it became a serious quagmire in the Senate. But right now, President Uhuru Kenyatta is coming out very clearly to say that I am a proponent of money following people, and that is why we agreed on additional constituencies, so that in the event that there is this member of parliament who all of them get 100 million shillings, then there is one who is able to take care of less people with bigger land, and yet you're given 100 million shillings as a person from Mount Kenya, and you have more people whom you cannot help. So these are some of the issues that have been coming up in this particular interview that President Uhuru Kenyatta had. And also there is a question that he also posed as touching on his deputy, that is William Ruto, and he said that there are those who have been going to Mount Kenya and they have been saying that we as a government have brought water, have brought electricity, have built roads. And President actually posed a question to the reporters who are there and also to the Mount Kenya region. When they tell you this, whose government are they representing? So President Uhuru Kenyatta has been able to speak, selling the BBI, and probably also laying the ground for his visiting Mount Kenya in the near future, as there are those who are still insisting that it is time that he goes to Mount Kenya and speaks directly to the people as pertains to the BBI. But right now, it's back to you, Zainab.